Help, I'm a Parent is owned by Dr. Naomi Rutten, Mental Health GP. It has been developed with the support of the town of Gawler. Help, I'm a Parent includes examples, images and references for information purposes only and are not associated to the town of Gawler in any way or form. All information provided and discussed is general advice and should not be considered specific to your own situation. Professional support should be sought if this session raises concerns for you. Helpline details are below in the YouTube content. Hi, welcome to Help, I'm a Parent. I'm Dr. Naomi Rutten and this is
Ebony,
my duly noted parent who I will be working with throughout this series of videos. The purpose of these videos is to provide parenting education and support and answering any parental questions that anybody might have. The reason we've just chosen to do it via the web is because of the difficulties that I myself, as well as most parents, have in accessing it. The program is based on the Bringing Up Great Kids parenting program, which is an evidence-based parenting program written by the Australian Childhood Foundation. It's also very much overlapping with a lot of Dan Siegel's work, of who I'm a big fan. In relation to that, it is about reflection, support, and finding ways that we can be the best parents that we can for our kids. I'm going to hand over to Ebony, who's going to talk about our Facebook page.
Yeah, so in recognition that a lot of parents are unable to actually make the parenting courses, which Naomi alluded to before, that's why we've gone online, but we didn't want to also leave anybody out, and we wanted to give the opportunity for people to join in the conversation still. So although I might be the guinea pig, so to speak, in respect to the parenting side of things, we also want to make sure that we're capturing your feedback and your comments and incorporating your questions into all of the sessions that we do throughout this series. So that said, we have got a private Facebook group called Help, I'm a Parent, which we encourage you guys to go and join if you'd like to. And essentially that is going to be the place where you can ask your questions safely, and if you'd like to share something, you're more than welcome to do that also. We do have a few group rules in association to this group, so I just wanted to run over those with you just so everyone's really clear about how this is going to work. So all posts really are either a question or a share. We just ask that you start with question or share, just so we're really clear about what you're doing or what you're asking. Number 2 is that it is very much a supportive and encouraging group and non-judgmental group. Number 3 is that opinions and advice on somebody else's parenting style is actually not welcomed. This is to be a safe group in which everyone can just be who they are, where they are, and all of us just respect we're on a learning and growing journey together. And lastly, no swearing please, so keep it clean and then we're all good. But we really encourage you to head there, ask your questions as we say, and we'll Dr. Naomi will be slotting those into the appropriate kind of topics as we go along to make sure that we're still responsive to what you guys are wanting to hear.
Thank you, Ebony. So these videos are meant to be very, very lighthearted, very easygoing. Nothing too serious. Throughout it, I'll be running through the Bringing Up Great Kids parenting program with Ebony, so please be respectful as Ebony makes herself vulnerable to that system. And then really it's just about making sure you ask your questions. Yeah. Like Ebony said, this is not an area where we're meant to be criticising each other or judging each other. Everybody is here to learn and try and improve themselves. That includes me, which is part of the reason I got into this field, and why Ebony's here as well. So it's a rare thing, I think, where there's a parent who doesn't want to do better, but at the same time, none of us are perfect. So it's about supporting each other in regard to that when we do make mistakes, and knowing that we're not alone when we make those mistakes.
And we were always, all of us were perfect parents until we had our own kids, right?
That's exactly right.
I'm going to... I used to remember how consciously I probably did judge a lot of parents back then, and then I've had my own, and I've backtracked really quickly. So so a bit of background for people who don't know who I am. So I'm a general practitioner. I specialise in mental health, but I'm trained to run the parenting program as well. I, on top of that, have 3 sons, 14, 11 and 9, who I do my very, very best to try not to mess up, but learning skills so that I know that when I do mess up, I know how to repair that work. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so my situation, I have 2 little people, 3 and 5, so a little boy and a little girl, who are the apple of my eye most of the time. So I love them to bits, but I certainly, although I think overall I do pretty well in my parenting, I'm really keen to hear how I can continue to improve my relationship with them.
Good. So thank you all very, very much. I hope that you will tune into our videos, and we will try to do them as regularly as we can. At this stage, there's no clear idea of exactly how many. It will be a set series, but sometimes due to questions that we get or me and Ebony going on about certain topics, there are certain things that may take more time than others. But we do hope that you'll join us and find it as useful as I know I've found the Bringing Up Great Kids program to be.
Yeah, and I'm so excited because we've tried to run these in the youth space before. Well, we shouldn't say try. You have run these sessions in the youth space before, but I've always been a bit jealous because I have not been able to make them myself because I'm actually working, or, of a night time I've got 2 little people at home, so even for me to watch these back, which will be a little probably terrifying to be honest, but to watch them back and to really really take in what you said, I think I'm really excited to see where this could go. So
Awesome. Well, thank you all very, very much, and we look forward to catching you all soon.
Okay, see you guys.